Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made these 4 adorable kitties in wreaths ornaments. And what I am taking is my homemade Mod Podge, and if you've never made any, it is just 2 cups of either all-purpose or school glue from Elmer's and a half a cup of water. If it is too thick, add more water. If it's too thin, add more glue. Much cheaper than buying Mod Podge, and this Mod Podge that you make here is pretty much like the matte Mod Podge you buy at the store. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my graphics and just make sure the whole back is covered with the Mod Podge. And these graphics I got off of a Facebook page for free graphics, and I downloaded them to Cricut Design Space and did a print then cut. And these wood ornaments came from Michael's. They're about 2.5 inches in diameter, and I made my circular graphics at 2.25 inches diameter. And I just printed them on regular copy paper, and I used an inkjet printer. I did not spray these down in any way, shape, or form. This is straight, from printing on the paper to cutting them out to putting them on the ornament. And then I'm just going to go around the edges a little bit. Now, I do normally wait a day before I use my graphics after I print them. And then I'm just going to take my brayer and just make sure that the graphic is fully adhered to my wood ornament. Now these wood ornaments, I think they come in like a 50 pack, and I got them from Michael's online a couple years ago. So just try to line my graphic up with the top of the ornament there where the loop is. Just try to center it up as best I can. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and just go around the edges before I use my brayer. And I do use my finger to ensure the Mod Podge is all over the bottom of my graphic. You can use a paintbrush or whatever you want. I just find it easier just to use my finger. And then again, I want to line it up with my ornament there so that it's not crooked from the top part where the loop is, where you would hang it. So I want to make sure that I get it straight, or as straight as possible. Then again, I'm just going to take my paper towel and go over to make sure there's not any Mod Podge hanging on there. And then I use my brayer to press my graphic down onto my wood ornament. But these kitties are so cute, and they're in the wreath with red berries. So it's all different color kitties: calico, black and white, tabby. They're just cute. And then I'm just taking my heat gun and I'm trying to dry these as best that I can. Once I get them all dried, then I'm going to use my UV resin, and this is 250 grams. It's the hard type, and it is crystal clear. I do get it off of Amazon. I get the 4 in a package from Amazon so that, it's economically priced. I think this is the second time I've bought it off of Amazon where I had 4 of these bottles in a pack, and they're pretty big bottles. I think this is my second bottle in that package. So I do use it quite often. And then I'm just going to take my craft stick and I'm going to make sure that my resin is all over my piece, including the little top handle part there that you would put the ribbon through to hang it on your tree. I make sure that I get the resin in that too, and make sure it's all over the top of my ornament, that I don't have any blank spaces that doesn't have resin. Because if you do find you have the blank spaces, then you're going to have to put a whole nother coat of resin on and cure it all over again. So you want to make sure you cover it all. Once you get it all covered, then you can use your lighter and pop any bubbles that are on there. And I get these lighters, they're the short neck lighters, 4 in a package off of Amazon. And then I am just going to put my Let's Resin curing light over top of these for 2 minutes. It has a 1 minute and a 2 minute setting, and I did get this off of Amazon also. Once my 2 minutes is up, then these are fully cured. And look at that shine. I just love that. And I will be doing some more of these ornaments, so I hope you don't get too tired of them. This is a set that's going to go to my daughter for Christmas. And this here, I'm just doing the same thing, so I'm going to speed this up 5 times for you so you don't have to sit there and watch it in real time. Now with each of the set of ornaments that I make, I do a little something different for each set. And you'll see that here in a little bit. I just love the shine on this that the resin gives it. Look at that. And then I just have these little pieces of ribbon, and I'm just going to put it through the little hole there at the top, and then I'm going to tie a knot in it. Now these are shorter ribbons because actually they were the last of the ribbon that I had on my roll, and I wanted to go ahead and use it up. So it might be a little bit too short, but it should still fit on the Christmas tree branches. Now I already have the ribbons on the other two, so I just did these two, and now I'm going to use my, I think it's Scribbles puff paint. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.49, and I think is it 2 ounces? I'm not sure. It's just a small bottle, but it was $1.49. I know you can get puff paint at Walmart also. That might be a little bit cheaper than this. I just happened to be in Hobby Lobby buying something else, and I didn't want to go to Walmart. So I just went ahead and paid the $1.49 for this puff paint. I mean, it doesn't say on the bottle that it's puff paint, but I did Google it while I was in the store, and it says that yes, it is puff paint. And it is. You can see right there, it is puff paint. And I had a hard time finding the puff paint at Hobby Lobby. Apparently, it's across the aisle from the regular paint, and it's with like how the stuff you would put on shirts and things. I thought it would be with the acrylic paint, but it was not. So like I said, this brand is called Scribbles, I think it is. But I do know that you can get puff paint at Walmart also. That's probably 99 cents. I didn't see any in the Dollar Tree, in my Dollar Tree. And look at that. I got a little bit of it on my ribbon, so I'm just going to wipe that off. But there's our first kitty, a little calico with a puff paint around it. I think it turned out pretty good. Now we're going to go to the little tabby kitty. Didn't want to come out of my little bottle there, so I had to shake it a few times. And there it came. So I am doing the very top part of the ornament, not the loop, but that the other little top part there. I am putting the puff paint on that. So I'm just going around the edge of the graphic all the way to the edge of the ornament on top of the UV resin that I've already cured. Just going to go around the edges there a little bit more. And add a little bit in some places I felt like it needed some more. And there it is. There's the tabby kitty. So cute. Little baby kittens are so cute. Oh my gosh. And this is the black and white kitty. And I'm going to speed this up 5 times so you don't have to watch it in real time. Since it's just a repeat of the other two. So cute. And then here's the last kitty. I think it might be a tabby too, or maybe it's a long hair, I don't know. I just thought it was cute. Little baby kitties are so cute. Look at that shine from the resin. Now, there's one spot there that I wanted to get off of my graphic. You can see it there. So what I did was I took my paper towel and I just kind of, I don't know, twirled it, twisted it into a little point there on the end, and I'm just trying to clean that up. So I got it up as much as I could, and then I'm going to use these little snowflakes. These came from Hobby Lobby on a little garland in the little small Christmas tree decoration area. And I just cut 4 of these snowflakes off of that garland, and then I'm just going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to glue that down at the very top. Now, this has been several hours, and the puff paint isn't fully dry, but it's a little bit tacky. Let's put it that way. So I'm able to go ahead and glue these snowflakes on there without fear that I'm going to mess up my puff paint there. I just thought it added a nice little touch to have those little snowflakes at the top like that. And here's a little kitty. Oh, and there's another one. And the third one, so cute. And there's the last one. That's the fuzzy one, the long-haired one. And here they all are. You'll have to let me know what you think of these. I think my daughter will love them. So here's a close-up of them. That's the little long-haired kitty. This is the shorter hair kitty. This one's the calico kitty. I like the way it has a black on one side and orange on the other side. And then here's the little black and white kitty. They're so cute. You know, I love kitties. Anyway, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, why don't you think about subscribing? I will put out 3 videos and 4 shorts each week.